Jamie Lee Curtis, known as the Scream Queen of the horror genre, is not only a Hollywood sex symbol but also has a life full of tragedy. Born into a prestigious family, she faced enormous pressure, painful losses, and a long battle with addiction. But the scariest thing is the dark secret that she always feared would destroy everything. Let's explore the little-known hidden corners of this female star's turbulent life. Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis, two Hollywood icons of the 1950s, were not only notable in their careers but also symbolized a golden era of American cinema. Janet Leigh, the daughter of stars, made her mark with her role in Psycho, 1960, especially the iconic shower scene, which made her an icon in the film industry. She also collaborated with legends such as Frank Sinatra and Gary Cooper, affirming her outstanding talent. Tony Curtis, with his handsome looks and talent, was compared to names like Paul Newman. He was the model of a charming man alongside icons like Marilyn Monroe. Together, the two created a golden era of Hollywood. However, behind the glamour of fame lies a family life full of ups and downs. Their daughter, Jamie, although born into a famous family, did not have a happy childhood. Her parents came to Hollywood from difficult circumstances and achieved success, but a wealthy life could not sustain their marriage. Jamie was the result of an effort to hold on to love, but could not save the fading relationship. She grew up in luxurious parties amidst fame, but without the love of her family. These injuries helped Jamie become strong and independent. She learned that happiness cannot be bought with fame, but only perseverance and effort can help her find her own path. Tony and Janet went through a bitter divorce when the truth about Tony's affair was revealed. He had cheated on Janet with Marilyn Monroe, a glamorous beauty icon who was also married at the time. Their secret relationship was not only about secret dates but also led to serious consequences. Monroe became pregnant with Tony's child. However, that short-lived joy was quickly extinguished when she suffered a painful miscarriage, leaving a wound that was difficult to heal. Tony once described the experience with Monroe as unforgettable, but was also skeptical, because he did not know if her feelings were real or just an act. In the end, Tony left Janet for a 17-year-old actress, closing a chapter of love full of storms and scandals. Soon after the divorce, Jamie's mother married a stockbroker, Robert Brandt. He quickly became a real father figure to her, and by her 5th birthday, Jamie had fully accepted Brandt as her father. But that day coincided with a major tragedy in American history. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated on November 22, 1963. The family faced a national tragedy while still trying to celebrate Jamie's birthday. In addition to the family trauma, Jamie endured ridicule at school due to her father's troubled life. Tony, a famous movie star, openly struggled with drug addiction. When he was arrested for drug possession, Jamie became the target of teasing, further hurting and alienating her already troubled childhood. Jamie, although enrolled in the University of the Pacific to study law, did not enjoy the program. She admits that the only reason she was accepted was because of her family, especially her mother, who was also one of the school's most famous alumni. Jamie was not a great student, and she understood that her admission was based more on family heritage than on her own academic ability. After a short semester, Jamie decided to drop out to pursue her passion for acting. With both of her parents being well-known names in the entertainment industry, Jamie was quickly cast in a few small roles. One of her first roles was on the television series Operation Petticoat, a spin-off of the film of the same name. While Jamie's early roles were not large, they opened doors for her to enter the entertainment industry, gradually building her name in the field. Jamie's father, Tony Curtis, was a famous actor who had starred in several popular films with Cary Grant, leading Jamie to think that breaking into Hollywood would be easy. She hoped that this would be her big break in her acting career, but things did not go as smoothly as she thought. After the first season, Jamie was fired from her job and felt that her career was over, thinking that she would never have another chance. She felt hopeless and went into a slump, receiving only small, insignificant roles for a long time. However, her fortunes changed when she landed a leading role in a horror film. While many believe that Jamie's first big break was in the 1978 film Halloween, the film was a minor success with a modest budget but grossed $55 million, a huge success at the time. However, the film that really put her on the map was in 1980, when she starred in The Fog, a horror classic that gave her the recognition she needed. Her career continued to grow with new and ongoing roles. Jamie Curtis had a touching experience helping a young girl named Lori Tillell, the first successful organ transplant recipient at Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. Jamie made sure Lori's family received all the financial support and help they needed throughout her treatment. Over time, Jamie and Lori became very close. "She and I became friends," Jamie shared. However, losing Lori at the age of 20 left Jamie deeply saddened. In memory of Lori, Jamie donated a video camera and a film library to Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, helping to bring joy to children in need. But Jamie didn't stop there. She wanted to help more children. She called Children's Hospital Los Angeles and introduced herself. "Hi, I'm Jamie Lee Curtis. I was born and raised here. How can I help you?" Her love and devotion to sick children was boundless. In an interview, Jamie Lee Curtis shared that there is no worse feeling than seeing a child sick, and the best feeling is helping children in need. However, while she spent a lot of time supporting sick children, Jamie's personal life was in crisis. She was hiding a dark secret that she feared would ruin her career and her life if discovered. She admitted that there were times when she worried about losing her job if her secret was revealed, but she also understood that any secret carries weight and worries for the person keeping it. In 1989, after the movie Perfect, Jamie decided to do something she would regret for the rest of her life. She felt so ashamed and embarrassed about her appearance that she decided to have plastic surgery to get rid of the bags under her eyes. What made things worse, however, was that the doctors prescribed her painkillers, but instead of relieving the pain, they led to an addiction that Jamie kept hidden for over a decade. She felt deeply ashamed of this addiction and kept her darkest secret, until she finally decided to face it. In 1994, Jamie Lee Curtis suffered a terrible loss when her brother Nicholas Curtis, a talented musician and artist, died of a drug overdose at the age of 23. This was a huge blow to her, as Nicholas had been battling the same issues she had been going through. If that wasn't enough, the following year Jamie lost a close friend, Richard Frank, her co-star in the comedy series Anything But Love. Their relationship was special, and Jamie felt that Richard was an indispensable part of her life. The loss left a deep wound in her soul. For 5 tragic years, Jamie Lee Curtis silently fought her addiction, feeling like life was a nightmare with no way out. It wasn't until the late 90s that she realized she needed to be saved. A sincere friend opened her eyes. "I saw you with those people and thought it was great, but it wasn't. You were dead and I was dying." Those strong but true words made Jamie rethink her life. Thanks to that, she decided to change, overcome her addiction and start a sober life from then on, determined to reinvent herself. If you like this video, you will most likely also like the video that is showing on your screen right now. Click enjoy and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.